Hey everybody, and welcome back to Local Farmer's Diary. I am your local farmer, Johnny, and we are, yet again, out here, seed in the ground. That is what we do in the springtime. Today we're putting seed in our own fields. So we've pretty much figured out our strategy that we're going to take this spring as far as our planting schedule. We're going to double down on carrots and onions instead of putting in cabbage and red cabbage also like we did last year. I'm going to double down on carrots and onions. So one side of the fields is going to be carrots. Got two bigger fields we're going to put onions in, and then like we've said, we've kind of got a contract with the horse farmer across the street with oats in our other fields over here by the house. I've got two fields planted in carrots already. Got three smaller fields yet to do for carrots. Got done seed hoppers, so I thought we'd just go ahead and down here at the farm and get it filled up. Then we've got another odd job from Mr. Newton. Called us this morning, asked us if we'd be willing to help him out. Been having some tractor problems. Seems to be down on power. Big tractor, but he's got a rather large field that he needs to get fertilized today if possible. Going to let us use this fertilized spreader. Got fertilizer in it. Got it parked up beside the field. The tractor was able to pull it up that far, but that's when he really noticed the problems. So we're going to disconnect T8 or T7 here from our seeder. And basically use it for fertilizing his field here in a little bit. We want to try to get our carrots in though before we run over and do that. Deep shearing is coming along quite well. We look to be getting about 6 bundles of wool per day. So we're going to be probably going to have more than a whole trailer load. Last year we had basically a trailer load and put a couple on the back of the truck, if I'm remembering right. This year we might have closer to 2 trailer loads of wool. Nice. And we're going to have a fair number of lambs to haul off in early summer. But yeah, what I'm going to do is fields to the left of this road as we're facing are going to be carrots. 2 fields here to the right of the road are going to be the onions this year. We do have a line on cost-effective carrot and onion harvesting setup. Let's see if we maybe can afford that. There's one of our fields already planted in carrots. The other field that we've already got planted in carrots. That field we're going to put in onions. Back to work. These are smaller fields. Take that long. Done. We'll be able to get over there and help out Mr. Newton. Hold our rig here. Cart down. And wound up. Alright, off we go. Good, look good. This setup is working really great. Really glad we've upgraded. We'll get through these fields a lot quicker than with the old 4-meter setup. Our assisted steering maintains some fairly straight lines. Drone view out here, and you can see. Oh, we had onions in this field and carrots in the field to our right last year. May have a little bit of a yield loss as a result of that, double cropping the carrots, but that's okay. Really are kind of doubling down, hoping that the market price stays good. Hoping that we get decent money for the oats. And we've kind of already got that contract price negotiated. So what I'm really meaning to say is that we've got a decent yield, which will make decent profit once we sell those oats to the horse farmer. Also have some straw we're going to get off of there. We're going to try to sell that to the horse farmer, our pig farmer, and dairy farm here in the neighborhood. That'll hopefully supplement our oat income quite a bit. Doing some odd jobs for Mr. Newsome. Sorry. That'll help supplement our income a bit. We're at $66,000 in the bank right now. And I think that that harvesting equipment's going to be, I need about another 100 grand for that harvesting equipment. So between our wool, lambs, oats, straw, gosh, I really hope we've got the money. Like I said, we're kind of doubling down on this, taking a little bit of a bet, hedging our bets. Have to wait and see. Get it all worked out. Go ahead and just concentrate and get this field hammered out. I'll come back with you in here in a little bit. A little bit of an update as to where we are. Our carrot planting. Get you here in about an hour. So I was just checking my notes. I was working on the other field and put at a price of basically $177,000 for that carrot and onion equipment. That is because the harvester itself about $156,000 quoted me, and we need toppers. We'll take the leafy part off the top of the crop before we dig it up out of the ground. We'll top it, and apparently it kind of gums up and causes issues with harvesting. So the toppers are about 10K each, and for whatever reason we need a different one for carrots, we need a different one for onions, so that's another 20,000. In the end, we're around $170,000, and well, at this point we're about $100,000 short. Able to buy those in the clear. Of course, bank financing is an option, but it's something that I would like to avoid if at all possible. No one likes to owe money to the man, right? Especially at this point, the farm is free and clear without any liens on it. Debt looming over our heads, especially if we've got a bad year. Hard to recover. Hard to recover from a bad year when you owe a lot of money to the bank. Are a little lenient than probably they would normally be for farmers, knowing that our income is highly dependent on factors which we have very little control over. Still, only be so lenient so long before collectors start come knocking. I'll go ahead and finish off this field. This will be the last carrot field that we need to eat. Then we'll run over and grab that fertilizer spreader and see if we can't get Mr. Newton's field fertilized before the sun goes down. Meadows are getting rather long. It is a little bit after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I do think we probably still have about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of daylight to go, and it won't be too terrible much longer here on the field. I'll meet you back up once we've got this equipment detached and we're on the road to Mr. Newton's fields. Taking a look at the wool there. 3.5 full pallets of wool. Coming into the tail end of the second day of spring. Pretty good results there. Got all the carrots in the ground. Gonna head over to Mr. Newton's. Look at his other fields. Isn't too terrible far away. Head down here and the left, the first intersection. It's at the end of the road. Tell me this is kind of an interesting field. Not to forget, not to miss a section that's in and around a grove of trees. Have to watch out for that. Spreader right up there. Field over here. To the left. Big spreader. Never brought this tractor, not one of the other two. Wheat won't be too terrible much. Point is still fairly resilient. This is a pretty nice sized field. Goes in and around these houses. Have to see if we can figure out what he was saying about don't forget that part. Oh, okay, here it is. I see. Grove of trees kind of out here in the field, and the field kind of wraps around it. Those will probably catch this rest of this on our second round. Then we'll just be able to third round cut across the grove. Probably work. Actually, here in behind the our neighbor's horse farm. From the drone view, you might be able to see our farm and our barns over there across the street. Actually, that's our clover field there. So it isn't too far from the main farm. This field is a fair bit away from the other field that we helped him out with. I think this might be the furthest field that he owns, or should I say that he farms his main homestead. Yeah, he must have a lot of fertilizing to do. I don't know why he would fill this spreader all the way up just for this field. This thing would be able to fertilize our fields several times over on a load. I was asking him, talking about doing this job for him, that we were looking about probably putting in oats and everything to help out the horse farm across the street, but we were in an interesting pickle of a situation where we really didn't have a way to harvest those oats. Really kind of testing the waters, so to speak. See what he might say with respect to us helping him out, and maybe scratch your back, I scratch mine. That's it. That's not how it goes, is it? He seemed open to that idea. Seemed open that if he wasn't already making use of his harvester, would be open to us having a run at it for a day. That sounds great. Let's just hope it all works out that way. Worst case would be got a case of wet weather leading into harvest, backs everything up, and Basically, he's not able to get his crops off in the end. His crops are ready, our crops are ready, everyone's crops are ready. No time to waste. One needs all the equipment all at the same time. That would be really our worst case scenario. Hopefully we wouldn't run into that. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on getting this field fertilized nice and good. Good even coverage for Mr. Newton. And back for evening. Had a chance to job done, bring him up and let him know that well, job's done. Give us our compensation, so to speak. Catch you guys in a little bit. Another job well done, hopefully. Pull on in here in the drive real quick. Park the tractor. Actually, we need a fuel, so park this tractor over here. Fuel started. Take the call. And some job's done. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Job is finished. Done over there with your field. We left the fertilizer spreader right there where you had it parked for us. We didn't quite use. Oh, we didn't hardly use any of the fertilizer. Got that thing packed full. Got lots of other fertilizing jobs to do. You know, we'd be glad to help you out on those if you need help. Tomorrow, we've got a little bit of fertilizing we need to do ourselves tomorrow, but other than that, we should be pretty free. Sometime in the afternoon, once we get our granular down on the carrots we put in. No. I don't think we're going to be putting in our onions until, I don't know, until it warms up a little bit. Also need to wait. Warms up a little bit for our oats to go in the ground. So you wouldn't be taking us away from anything we need to get done. And worst case, we might be hauling some wool tomorrow. We're going to have 5 or 6 pallets of wool we could haul off tomorrow. Be up our barn space a little bit, our farmyard. All right, yeah. So I definitely would appreciate the transfer of funds. Look forward to that being slipped into the bank here by morning. But yeah. All right, sir. Have yourself a good evening. All right, goodbye. All right, well, I think that was good. We may have even lined ourselves up with some more jobs tomorrow. We'll have to see how that might work out for us. Go ahead and go inside here and grab a bite to eat for dinner. See what tomorrow has in store. Till next time, happy farming.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.